Hey, what's up guys? This is Eric over at Yokohama Skate Park. I'll do it over.
Yeah, we'll go first.
Hey guys, this is Eric from Yokohama Skateboards, and we're out here at the Chino Hill Skate Park once again, my favorite park. If you're getting tired of seeing us here, drop a comment, tell us where you want us to go, but I love this park. You can learn everything here. But today we're going to be featuring 10 tricks on mini ramps or transitions that you can learn. Some of these tricks are very basic, and then I put in a lot of kind of personal favorites and tricks that are a little bit more advanced. So if you see them and you really want me to break down one of those tricks, put it in the comment below and I can do a trick tip tutorial for any of the tricks that were shown in this video. Alright, so this is the rock to fakie. This is one of the most basic tricks, probably one of the first tricks I've ever learned on a quarter pipe. It's really fun to do. You just get your front wheels and front truck over the coping, and then you kind of almost seesaw back to fakie. So you'll be in the fakie stance, which means you'll be going backwards. Really fun to do. It's a great setup trick, and yeah, I'd say it's one of the easier ones to learn. Next is the fakie rock. So if you notice, I'm already coming up to the quarter pipe coming backwards, which would be the fakie stance, and I give a little, not even an ollie, it's almost like a little hop, and then I land in the middle of my board almost in a disaster, which we'll get into, and then kind of same thing, do a little seesaw, get the back trucks and wheels over that coping, go back in, and it's another trick I like to do. It's another setup trick if I'm coming up to the quarter pipe or transition fakie. It's just easy to do. It feels cool on bigger quarter pipes because you can really pop it and kind of float into it, and it's just one that's relatively easy one to learn. I would say try to learn this trick after the rock to fakie. The next is almost a combination of both with the frontside 180. It's the frontside disaster. So I'm going to approach the quarter pipe. I'm going to be doing a 180 over the coping, and then I'll be slamming the board down right in about the middle of the deck, and same kind of deal. You'll use that teeter-totter method to get out of it, and that one's really fun. You could even link that one into slides. You can do it on bigger stuff, small stuff, just a really cool one. Pretty relatively easy to learn. I actually had a harder time learning these than the next trick that I like that looks harder, but for me it was easier. The next one is the backside disaster. So it's going to be the same premise of the frontside disaster. You're going to be doing a 180 over the coping and then landing with your board on the coping in the middle of the deck. This is the backside one. I personally like it better. It's like a scoop. You don't really pop it. You can pop it, but it's just I don't know, for me backside tricks are a little easier sometimes, and this is definitely one of them. The backside disaster, it always looks cool, especially on big stuff or in like pools on the pool coping. It's just a super fun one. You could also slide this one as well, and I'd say this one is about one of those tricks that after you start getting the fakie disaster, the rock to fakie really down, that the disasters, the front side and backside, that's what I would go into trying to learn. The next is it's called the switch blunt. So again, I'm going to be coming at the quarter pipe fakie, going backwards, rolling up, and then I'm going to put pressure on my front foot and almost do a little switch manual until my board gets onto the coping at the nose, and then what I'm going to do is just a nollie, and that's going to get me enough momentum to get over the coping and ride away smoothly. Yeah, I actually learned switch blunt before I learned the next trick I'm going to talk about, just because the fact that when you're doing this trick you can see all the way ahead of you into the quarter pipe. The next trick I'm going to talk about is the blunt to fakie. So that's going to be pretty much that trick backwards. So I'm going to be riding face on my goofy stance, which is what I skate with my right foot forward. And so I'm going to be doing another little manual, but this time I'm going to catch the coping at my tail, and I'm going to be doing an ollie, and I'm going to be coming back fakie. So this trick's kind of scary when you learn it, even when you haven't done it in a while, just on the pure fact of that you're not seeing what's behind you, so you're kind of going backwards, kind of blind. But after you get really comfortable with this trick, it's really fun to do, and it's one of those mini ramp and transition tricks that I really enjoy. The next is the frontside nose blunt. This trick is like the front disaster, but instead of me landing on the coping with my deck, I'm going to be landing on the coping with the nose of my board locked in with the front truck. So I'm going to be doing a 180 over the coping, landing with my nose and truck kind of jarred into the coping, and then I'm going to be doing the same nollie motion I did with the switch blunt. And this trick is, people think it's really difficult. For me, it was one of those tricks that I had just tried, and I got close, and I was able to do them within like a week or so. And it's one of my favorite tricks, and kind of one of my signature tricks when I'm skating transition. I just love it, and it's also cool because when you do the 180 to get into the nose blunt, you see the quarter pipe the whole way when you're standing above it, so it makes it a little less scary. The only thing that could happen is maybe you don't get the nollie quite right, and your back trucks might hang up on the coping. But this one, you can run out, like run down the quarter pipe pretty easy to avoid injury. And then the next trick is a grind that I like to do. It's called the backside Smith grind. So I'm going to approach the quarter pipe straight on, and then I'm going to be going backside over the top of the coping, and I'm going to dip my front truck down and make sure I get my back truck on there. So it's just only my back truck is going to be on there. Front truck's going to be dipped and out to the side, and kind of angle your feet a little bit, and you can slide it pretty well. It's actually easier to do on transitions that are more steeper than the one I'm showing you right here, but it's still a fun trick. You can do it a bunch of different ways. Some people ollie into it or ollie out of it. It looks really cool. Me, I kind of just do the lazy one, and on the bigger stuff I can make it look better, but it's just a satisfying trick to do. Yeah. The next trick is going to be a frontside tail slide. So this is going to be the only slide that we're going to be doing in this kind of exhibition of tricks, if you will. And so it's like the backside Smith, but opposite, and you're not grinding. So technically it's nothing like it. So I'm going to be coming up to the quarter pipe front side. I'm going to be awling, and I'm going to jam my tail into the coping of the quarter pipe, and with the momentum that I'm carrying, your wheels are going to have that resistance and kind of friction going on the coping that will allow you to slide. And this one's really fun. Another one that gets kind of scary when you're going really fast. I would advise to learn how to frontside tail stall or fakie tail stall. Just get comfortable in that motion where you're going to be just kind of on the tip of your board going on the coping. And the last one is going to be the fakie crooked grind. This one, actually, I said that this was the only grind with the backsmith, but I had to add this one in. This is one of my favorite ones, especially on mini pipes. So I'm going to be approaching the quarter pipe fakie, and essentially I'm just going to be doing a fakie crooked grind, or it'll look like a switch crooked grind if you were to do it on like a ledge. It's really cool, really easy. You just put a lot of weight on your front foot, which would be your back foot regularly, and you kind of angle it, put that weight on there. You can grind it as long as you want. Like, I like to do them like little slashes just to set up for another trick, but yeah, that's one of my favorites to do. Alright, so there you have it. Those were the 10 tricks that I like to do, and some of them that were a little bit basic and some of them are pretty advanced. Those are the tricks I like to do on transition. Like I said before, if you see anything that you want me to break down any further, just go ahead and drop a comment. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button, and think about subscribing, because we're out here all the time, and we're just trying to grow skateboarding as a whole and just try to have fun and take you on the journey with us. And I just want to show off, I've been riding the Yokoher, I call it the red bird. It comes in different colors, but it's like kind of like the bird mosaic kind of graphic. I like this one a lot. Also, I like the concave on it. It seems perfect for me. just all around good board and cool to look at. So, all right, we'll check you guys out in the next one. Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. We have new videos coming out every week. And if you have any requests for any other future videos, you know where to find us.